Proximity and precision. These are two massive words that come cascading in when thinking about ranking your business inside of Google Maps or inside the 3-pack. My name is Chris Palmer. In today's Google My Business SEO tips video, what I want to share with you is regarding your service area. The first tip that I want to give you is in regards to showing your address or not showing your address for a service area business. The second tip that I have to give you is how to be very precise. How do I maximize a particular area? Proximity and precision is the topic here for ranking your Google Maps listing. Let me go ahead and share this with you. Regardless of the keyword, if you want to rank for pest control Florida and you're looking down the 3 top rankers for Google Maps, Google My Business inside the 3-pack, if all of them are showing their address, right? As we can see here, this particular service is showing it, this one's showing it, this one's showing it. If you go down, regardless of the keyword, let's go to another one. Let's do lawyer, lawyer New York. All right, let's just take a look at the SERP, who is currently the top performers. We can see here, this is an ad, this is an ad. This one here, as we can see, they're showcasing the address. I'm not saying that this niche would not showcase it, but I'm just trying to get you to a point of understanding that an algorithm does not care. If the SERP is calling for your business to have a place on the map or to be showcasing your address in order to be competitive, this is one of the check boxes that you need to check in order to compete and get your business seen on Google My Business or in Google Maps, definitely within the 3-pack. So the very first tip that I want to lay out regarding Google My Business service areas is showing the address or not showing the address. I completely understand that you might be at your home, you might be in a shared office, there could be other businesses or a magnitude of different reasons. But an algorithm does not, they don't care. They don't care. If the SERP is calling that I need to have a position on the board, on the map, and showcase my address in order to compete, I urge you to go ahead and share and showcase your address. All right, so this has to do with proximity. Now let's talk about precision. I made a video a few days ago setting up an account for a client. During that video, I was going through, and I'll go ahead and share that with you. I was going into a very particular area, a service area. Now, they do not hide their address. It's a very reputable company out of Florida that does pest control. But with that being said, they have a verified listing. They have a business in this location. All right. The SERP calls to show the address. Aside from that, what I'm getting at is when you have your location verified in a particular place, in a city, for this instance, it's Cape Coral. If you want to maximize the proximity, or if you want to maximize your precision for ranking, wherever your verified listing is, this says Cape Coral, you want to make sure to add all of the different variations of a particular city or town. What I mean by this is a lot of times when I'm doing audits for customers, for clients, I'll come inside of the service area and they're in Cape Coral and they'll just write Cape Coral, Florida. And then they'll have one. However, regardless of the city that you're going to, all right, regardless of where you're trying to rank, I want to point something out to you to maximize your service area, to maximize the chances that you start ranking, to maximize your Google My Business listing. All right, be very precise. If I have a verified location in Cape Coral, we're just going to use this for instance, or whatever city you're in, I urge you to go ahead and take a look and look up whatever the city is. So let's say Denver, Colorado, zip codes, okay? And what I urge you to do to maximize, all right, be very precise, but in a very precise location to maximize your business being seen, what I highly suggest you do is maybe pull up a tool like this or any other tool, not this tool, but pull up a tool where you can look up your main city's zip codes. Not maybe, I wouldn't just take all these, but maybe bring up another one zip codes for the city. So as you can see here, we have, these are all considered Denver, and I would go through these, the ones that say Denver, but there's more than just one zip code for a particular town or city, all right? For instance, okay, so let's go back over here. So as you can see here, there's what, 4, 8, 12, 16, there's 20 different zip codes related to Denver. As far as Google is concerned, if you're a business in Denver that serves Denver, I urge you to put in the zip codes for all of the zip codes that are pertaining to a particular location. The reason is we want to be very hyper specific for the locations that we service. In order to do that, we need to include each and every zip code that's associated with that area. Now, if it's completely out of the realm that you don't really service that when you're looking at the map, then obviously don't include it. But every single variation of zip code that I can add into a business, I would highly recommend doing that. So for this instance, it was a service area. They're all Cape Coral, but they're different zip codes. This is how we can get very precise in a particular city. So just to wrap up today's video, the first tip that I went through and shared with you is service area business, show the address or not. My recommendation is based on what is currently ranking or currently winning. What are the top performers doing? Is the SERP calling for you to show your and showcase your address? Then if so, I urge you to share your address. I know it might be your home, it might be this. I don't want people showing up. You know, a lot of times people are going to call first. I mean, you have to decide that for yourself. We're looking at an algorithm and ranking. If you want to rank or be competitive and the SERP is calling for it, I urge you to do this. Aside from that, number 2, your service area. To maximize and be precise in a very particular area, I urge you to put all the zip codes that are associated with the city or the town that you're verified in. The only way you're going to maximize proximity is to include that in your service area, but it's the same because if you look at a map of where you're verified, you're only going to get a 10-mile radius. So just to get the maximum benefit that you can, I urge you put all the zip codes of the particular areas just to be as precise as possible. Hey, I'm a business here. I operate here. Don't go farther than the actual area you're verified in. My name's Chris Palmer. If you have questions related to Google My Business, Google service areas, anything, feel free, ask in the section below, and I always look forward to seeing you in the next Google My Business, Google My Business service area video. Have a wonderful day.